Hi guys and welcome back to my channel Popcorn Reviews. I'm Farhad. If you're new to this channel then please smash that subscribe button now. And we are only 32 subscribers away from the 1.3k mark, the new goal of our channel. So if you're new, please smash that subscribe button and like the video. And today I am here with another Malayalam film. The Malayalam film that I'm going to be talking about is the Mohanlal star Alone, which is now streaming on Hotstar. And I was quite honestly warned by some of my Digi family, here. Many people here did guess that I am going to be watching Alone, and they were like, oh, don't watch it. We wouldn't recommend such a film. It's not even meant for OTT. So I was like taken aback, to be honest. And I still wanted to give the film a fighting chance because the synopsis here it did seem interesting, and it was a Mohanlal film. Mohanlal is a good actor. He is in a career slump at the moment, but yeah, he's otherwise a good actor as well. And so I decided to let's go ahead and watch Alone, and here are my thoughts on the film. So, Alone, it is set against the backdrop of the first wave of COVID. So, Alone is the story of a man who shifts to a new apartment until he starts experiencing supernatural elements in his flat. Now, the story here is interesting, but it is also outdated. Why do I say it is outdated? Because, you know, COVID, during the first wave, it was a very different world from what we are experiencing at the moment. There is normalcy that is set in at the moment, and even though it's just 2 years apart, that happened in 2020, probably 3 years apart in 23. So, just 3 years apart, our world was very different, and now it is very different. So, any concept that tackles the concept of COVID on screen would become outdated in this case. And I did feel that this film did seem like it was a little delayed as well. Had it released during the pandemic, during the wave, it would have actually been a slightly more relevant story, I would say. um, I think I'd read somewhere also that this film was originally slated to be released directly in OTT. It was a 2021 short film, which is now, it got released in 2023, unfortunately. So it was a slight delay as well. Having said that, yeah, it is outdated. The screenplay here, standing at about 2 hours, it makes for such a tedious watch that I totally now understand why I was not recommended to watch the film, and it just absolutely breaks my heart because the story did have some sense of freshness. Like you are you're in the lockdown, you are confined to your own home, and there is a supernatural presence, you can't go out. Interesting concept, but the execution and the writing was so off that I don't know, it actually at a point it became very difficult even to review a film because it was so uneventful. It was so uneventful that there was nothing really that substantial that was really translating on screen. I, for one, was totally lost in the opening sequence itself. It had that comedic undertone to the drama, which absolutely did not make sense. If you're touting it, if you're mounting a thriller, a psychological thriller, or a supernatural horror, or a mystery slash, then there's no space for comedy, right? You cannot have a comedic undertone, something that the previous Mohanlal starer, I think Monster, was also guilty of the same. There was too much unnecessary comedy. Had the theme been slightly more serious, then it would have resulted in a slightly better watch, I would say. But the writing is a total letdown here. The proceedings are absolutely tedious, and it had a lot to do with also the setup that was there. This setup, which was confined to a single location and had a single character, it has its limitations, and to counter those limitations the writing has to be very sharp. But the writing here is absolutely bad, I would say. There's no other way to put it. It is bad, it is uneventful. I think the writers did panic a little also with this kind of a subject. Why do I say that? Because they tried to pack in all the genres that were relevant here, or not even relevant. They were still packing those genres here. You know, like besides comedy, there was slight bit of romance, there was mystery, there was thriller, there was a hint of horror. Too much happening. So there was no way that this film was going to translate into anything that was there. On top of it, this being a slight bit of murder mystery kind of a thing that was there, that was going on, you were never going to score in that on screen. And the reason for that is that it contains only one single character. One single character, you cannot think that the audience would be playing the guessing game. And you're just throwing out names after names after names, and the mind is not trained to start playing the guessing game just with the names and not with the physical presence of the person on screen. And I think that was a very big flaw. It was a very big flaw, and I think that was something that should have been taken care of at the writing stage itself. And I would like to bring out two films, one, the Tamil film that was there, Authuthu Seruppu Size 7, which was a one character, one stationary location setup film, is available on Netflix. Highly recommended. I think it was perfectly shot. Another Malayalam film that I can think of is Sunny, which had a direct OTT release on Amazon Prime. It starred Jay Surya. I really liked that film as well because it was true to its character. Here, it was running in all directions. It was digressing in all directions. The final revelation again was okay. It was damp, but the final twist was good here. But by then, the drama had already lost its share of the audience, and so the writing here just wasn't up to the mark. Coming to the technical aspects, the dialogues, the music, and the direction, I felt the dialogues were too generic and did not have enough weight to hold your attention. I did like the music here, the English songs which were introduced in it. There's a trend that English songs are introduced in a Malayalam film. I do like that trend. I think it's a fresh trend and it should continue. I did like that here as well. The BGM, it should have had a haunting score, which was not the case here. The cinematography is too flashy, too sketchy. I mean, it just contains a mixture or mishap of weird camera angles that were there, and some building drone shots which absolutely were unnecessary and did not really even raise the tension in the drama. Absolutely not. The director Shaji Kalidas, he's direction is not up to the mark. There's no way to put it. It is poor, and it did not hold my attention at any given point of time. I was just going through the motions, and absolutely it did not make any impact for me at all. Coming to the performances can get tricky, when there's only a single character which is holding the drama together. And to hold the drama together, the performance has to be brilliant. It has to be right up there. Here, unfortunately, Mohanlal is good, but not excellent. In certain scenes, he's found, hamming his way a little also, and his performance was just, it was okay. It was okay, but nothing much. With a solo character, it becomes a little difficult, even for a actor like Mohanlal, and he did not completely hit it out of the park here. And so overall, Alone is a tedious watch, and it is another red mark in the report card of Mohanlal. It is unfortunate it did not, make that kind of an impact. And my Digi family was right, I would say, absolutely right. You have my back. Thank you so much for that. So if you're liking this video, please smash that like button. Please comment on what did you think of the film. Again, I know that some of you already have. Again, comment on this. What did you think specifically? And what any other recommendations, do throw me that. If you'd like to read my full review of Alone on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, the link of which is in the description box below. Also follow me on different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Letterboxd. I do not end up making a video on everything that I watch, but I do write a lot. All information would be present either on my site, Popcorn Reviews with a double S, or on the social media handles that are there. Also share the video with your friends. Let's grow this community together. And another word, let's keep it civil. I know Mohanlal is going through a slump, So, we can be a little kind. It's okay. We can have constructive criticism. Let's not be hate mongers here and start a competition between Mohanlal and Mammootty. I think my Digi family is always has my back, and I have full trust in my family. Let's be civil in the comments also, and let's not stray and be focused with the constructive criticism about the film. I will see you again tomorrow with another video. This time it's a comparative analysis. Which one is it? Stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to find out, and I will see you again tomorrow. You're going to see a lot of me this week. So until next time, thank you so much.